All right, people. I believe everybody's doing great, nice, and absolutely fine. So, welcome to Unacademy NEET English. A lot of students at this point of time who are moving from class 11th to 12th, they say, Sir, my 11th is completely wasted. Is it possible for me to crack this particular NEET examination in the upcoming time in just 1 year? Sir, if it is possible, please tell me how can I make it possible because I'm having a lot of anxiety, I'm having a lot of problems, okay? Please guide me. How can I enter the medical college in just 1 year and is it possible? Let me just tell you, my dear NEET aspirants, I have seen students who have cracked NEET in just 6 months, 7 months. Okay. Why cannot you? You have got, I would say, one complete year. Even I would say you have got 14 months left if we talk about the NEET 2027. Now, for that, you need to follow a particular plan. You need to follow a proper timetable. So, what should be your plan and timetable so that you can crack this NEET in the upcoming time in 2027? Okay, so stick to this particular video, my dear NEET aspirants. Watch this till the end and at the end, I have something very important for you that I'll be sharing with you guys. Okay, so that is a surprise for all the students. I'll be explaining each and every single thing. How can you make this possible? This is a go timetable, or you can say this is a 12 months plan. How can you make this possible? Okay. Now, my dear NEET aspirants, first and the foremost thing, we have got 12 months left. Okay. Every single day you guys are supposed to study for, I would say, 10 hours. Okay. It includes your coaching also, coaching classes also. It includes your self-study also. Okay. In nutshell, I won't be saying you have to study for 13 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours. No. Just study for 10 hours. That is more than sufficient. But if you remain consistent for the upcoming 1 year, you keep on studying 10 hours every single day. Trust me, my dear NEET aspirants, you are going to land into the medical college. That is my guarantee. I am telling you. I am telling you. Next, make sure you do the to-do list. Whenever you start your day with the preparation, you make a to-do list. What you guys are supposed to do for the entire day. How many chapters you guys are supposed to finish. What are the things that you need to cover up in the today's session? Every single thing, my dear NEET aspirants, you need to talk. You need to discuss. You need to basically make a list of. And most importantly, instant revision. This is what you guys are supposed to do every single day because this is going to help you in your selection. And daily problem solving. Okay. So these two things, I would say, this is very important. That is instant revision and daily problem solving. Now, my dear NEET aspirants, first and the foremost thing, what you guys are supposed to do is you need to categorize the syllabus in 3 different categories. The first one is high weightage. Second one is moderate weightage. And the third one is low weightage. You have to categorize the chapters because you should know what are the chapters which have got the highest weightage when it comes to the NEET examination. What are the chapters which have got the lowest weightage when it comes to the NEET examination? You need to figure that out. So when we talk about the timetable, you will be basically dividing the entire day in 3 sections. Okay. So first is session 1. Session 1 will be from 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. first. So, okay. So this is the part of session 1. So from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. you'll be studying the physics. Okay. If you are studying in a batch, you'll be basically having the 2 hours lecture or 2.5 hours lecture, depends. Usually we have 2 hours of lecture. And my dear NEET aspirants, in this one, you'll be covering the high weightage. Okay, high weightage chapters. First, like electrostatics, current electricity. Okay. Or it depends. If you think I want to go with the proper sequence, you can go with the proper sequence also. That is not mandatory. But most of the time students prefer this one to go with the high weightage. And in the class itself, you have to make the notes. Okay. And at the end, you have to make the formula sheet also at the end. Okay. Once you are done with the chapter. And then, my dear NEET aspirants, once you are done with this class, you'll be taking a 10 minutes of break. 10 minutes of break. Then, my dear NEET aspirants, from 10:40 a.m. to 12:40 a.m., you'll be doing the same portion of physics, whatever you have studied in the class. You'll be revising. you'll be doing problem solving. Okay, like you'll have to do the previous year questions, you'll have to do the NCRT questions. Okay, and you'll have to do the in-text questions, you'll have to do the examples, you will have to do the exercise. So this is what you are supposed to do. First give the class, then after the class you'll have to do the revision. And my dear NEET aspirants, once you do the revision, you then solve the questions, previous year questions, NCRT questions, in-text, example, everything. Okay. Then from 12:40 to 1:40, you are supposed to do the instant revision once again. Instant revision means every single thing, whatever you have studied, it should fit into your mind. You should not basically forget any of the topics which you have studied for the entire in the session 1. From 1 p.m. to 1:45, you'll be taking the lunch break. Then session 2 starts. Session 2 is basically 1:45 to 4:45. Okay. First, you'll be taking 1.5 hours of class chemistry. This is a chemistry. Okay. Either you go with the sequence, completely depends upon you, or you go with the high weightage chapters. It depends upon you. Then, my dear NEET aspirants, here also you need to make the notes as well as the formula sheet. And my dear NEET aspirants, you have to go with the NCRT reading over here when it comes to the inorganic and organic chemistry. Okay. And NCRT questions plus previous year questions. This is what you are supposed to do. From 4:45 to 5:30, you'll be taking the break. Similarly, when you move on to the session 3 will be from 5:30 to 8:30. This will be biology. 1.5 hours of lecture will be in the batch. And you'll be here covering the chapters either high weightage or with the sequence. What must be done? NCRT reading. Notes you guys are supposed to make from your end. Make sure every single line is covered in the NCRT. NCRT questions, question banks, PYQs. Okay. And from 8:30 to 9 p.m., you'll be going with the dinner. And from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., my dear NEET aspirants, do the complete revision. Do the proper revision. Whatever you have studied for the entire day, like physics, chemistry, as well as biology, you'll have to basically do that. You'll have to basically revise that. And my dear NEET aspirants, if you ask me, sir, this plan completely fits for me. Is there any batch in which I can study like this? In which I can give the classes like this? Then afterwards, I can do the proper revision. Then afterwards, if I have any sort of doubt, I'll get the doubt solving also. Then if I need mentorship sessions, if I need support, personal guidance at some point, I'll get that also. Then, my dear NEET aspirants, let me just tell you, we have recently launched this. This is what we call the Nexus batch. Okay, just a second. This is what we call the Nexus batch. This is the Nexus batch for class 12th students who are moving from class 11th to 12th, who are appearing in the NEET 2027. And this is by Team Avengers batch. And my dear NEET aspirants, it is starting from 8th of April as it is mentioned on the screen. And batch price is just I would say 4,499 rupees. Okay. Even with this price, you can enroll in any other batches, whatever is running inside the Unacademy, because you'll be getting the plus subscription. And I'll be personally taking the physics portion. Wasim sir will be taking the chemistry portion. Ambika ma'am will be taking the biology portion. Okay, so my dear NEET aspirants, whatever the guidance you want in this particular batch, we will be helping you at every single point. Okay, so make sure, I have told you the plan over here. If you want to follow this particular plan in a dedicated batch, you can basically enroll in that. You can enroll in this Nexus batch. We'll be starting from the scratch. Doesn't matter if you have wasted your class 11. Okay, we will be starting from the scratch so that you understand each and every single point. Okay, even you can cover your backlogs also. Okay, that also we will be helping you in covering your backlogs from class 11 in this particular batch. So the link is in the description below and link is in the comments. If you want to join, you can join. Okay. Okay, so join as soon as possible so that you do not miss any classes when it comes to this particular batch. Thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye. See you guys very soon. Thank you so much.